What if justice wasn't merely a distant dream, but finally within reach after decades of silence? Today, we're examining 10 cases where 2025 is delivering the breakthroughs families have desperately awaited. Welcome to True Crime Explorers. Subscribe now so you don't miss our deep dives into the cases that changed everything. 2025 has become a pivotal year for cold case investigations. Advances in DNA technology, expanded family genealogy databases, and families who refuse to let their loved ones be forgotten are transforming seemingly unsolvable cases. These aren't statistics, they're real people whose stories demand to be heard. Let's begin. 10. Amber Hagerman, the girl who changed everything, Texas. 9-year-old Amber Hagerman was abducted while riding her bike in Arlington, Texas in January 1996. Her tragic death sparked the Amber Alert system, which has since saved countless children. Yet for her family, justice has remained frustratingly out of reach for nearly 3 decades. In 2025, Arlington police have dedicated fresh resources, utilizing advanced DNA technology and genealogy databases that didn't exist in 1996. Her mother, Donna Williams, continues her tireless advocacy. After 29 years, investigators believe answers may finally emerge. The case that created a system to protect children may at last achieve its own resolution. 9. Daquan Jacobian Hines, a community demands answers, Texas. 17-year-old Daquan Hines was fatally shot in Houston in October 2022. Despite occurring in a residential neighborhood, no arrests followed. His mother, Valencia Hines, refused to let her son become another forgotten statistic, organizing vigils and maintaining media attention. Her persistence is yielding results in 2025. Houston's cold case unit has intensified investigation efforts with renewed interviews and enhanced witness protection initiatives. While justice remains pending, the mounting momentum represents hope that had nearly vanished. 8. Ellen Greenberg. When suicide doesn't add up, Pennsylvania. Ellen Greenberg, a 27-year-old teacher, was discovered dead in 2011 with 20 stab wounds, 10 to the back of her head and neck. The medical examiner's suicide ruling devastated her parents, who found it incomprehensible. For over a decade, Joshua and Sandy Greenberg have fought to have Ellen's death investigated as a homicide. In 2025, new legal challenges are contesting the suicide determination, while independent forensic pathologists publicly question the original conclusions. After 14 years, the family is witnessing meaningful movement toward the truth Ellen deserves. 7. Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a shocking discovery, California. When a body was discovered inside a Tesla in Southern California in early 2025, investigators identified the victim as Celeste Rivas Hernandez through dental records and DNA analysis. She had been reported missing months earlier. Rather than withdrawing into private mourning, Celeste's family has collaborated with investigators and raised community awareness. They've partnered with missing persons organizations, ensuring other families don't endure similar agonizing waits. While the investigation continues, law enforcement has indicated substantial progress. 6. David Krulewicz, slaying in Old Salem, South Carolina. 23-year-old David Krulewicz was murdered in Salem in December 1980. For over 4 decades, his family carried the burden of unanswered questions as the case grew cold. In 2025, South Carolina's cold case units are re-examining physical evidence with modern forensics and reviewing witness statements with fresh perspectives. Longtime residents are coming forward with information they've held for years. If these stories resonate with you, hit that like button. After 45 years, David's family expresses cautious optimism. As his sister stated, "We've waited this long. If justice is possible now, David deserves us seeing this through." 5. Lindell Mitchell, the Christmas Eve tragedy, California. On Christmas Eve 1991, NCIS Corporal Lindell Mitchell was fatally shot at a holiday gathering at Camp Pendleton. Despite multiple witnesses, conflicting accounts complicated the investigation, allowing the case to go cold. 34 years later, NCIS cold case investigators have reopened the file, employing modern forensic technology and re-interviewing witnesses. People who may have protected others in 1991 have had decades to reconsider their silence. This reopening demonstrates that service members like Lindell deserve unwavering dedication in pursuing justice. 4. Jeanette Sims, nearly 5 decades of waiting. For nearly 50 years, Jeanette Sims' murder remained unsolved. When she was killed, DNA analysis didn't exist, and fingerprint databases consisted of physical card catalogues. Evidence sat dormant, waiting for science to catch up. In 2025, advanced DNA analysis and fingerprint technology finally cracked the case. Using forensic genealogy, investigators constructed a family tree from crime scene DNA, while updated fingerprint databases matched prints from the original scene. The breakthrough led to the arrest of a long-sought suspect. Jeanette's children, now grandparents themselves, never abandoned hope. As one family member stated, "We can finally stop wondering who and why. Now we can focus on remembering Jeanette for who she was, not just how she died." 3. Ebby Stepach, a family's unrelenting campaign, Arkansas. When 18-year-old Ebby Stepach disappeared in October 2015 after reporting sexual assault, her family knew she faced danger. In 2018, her remains were discovered in the park where her car had been found, merely 60 feet from where police had previously searched. Ebby's mother, Lori Jernigan, launched a relentless campaign demanding accountability. She collaborated with media, organized events, and kept Ebby's story prominent in public consciousness. In 2025, the Arkansas Attorney General's office renewed its interest, and the approaching 10-year anniversary has intensified attention. Ebby's case has sparked crucial conversations about how missing persons cases are prioritized, particularly when young women report assault before vanishing. For Lori and her family, 2025 represents a critical turning point toward the answers they deserve. 2. Baby Garnett. DNA unravels a 28-year mystery, Michigan. In 1997, a newborn infant was discovered in Michigan. For 28 years, she was known only as Baby Garnett, her identity a complete mystery. Consumer genealogy kits became the unexpected key to solving this heartbreaking puzzle. Forensic genealogists used DNA preserved from Baby Garnett to construct a family tree through databases like Ancestry and 23andMe. By identifying distant relatives and meticulously building family connections, they systematically narrowed down the baby's parents. The breakthrough enabled law enforcement to identify both the baby and a suspect in her death. After nearly 3 decades, Baby Garnett finally received her real name. This case powerfully demonstrates how science and compassion can unite to restore dignity and pursue justice, even decades later. 1. Roberta Bobby Miller. A community refuses to forget New Hampshire. Roberta Bobby Miller was murdered in 2010, and for 15 years her case remained unsolved. But 2025 has marked a dramatic escalation in efforts to bring her killer to justice. This year, Bobby's family and investigators launched a comprehensive public appeal with a substantial reward. What makes this particularly noteworthy is the strategic approach, partnering with advocacy groups and media to create a multifaceted campaign keeping Bobby's case visible. The effort includes updated forensic analysis, review of witness statements, and modern communication tools like social media and digital billboards. The community has rallied powerfully. Businesses donated billboard space, while former friends participate actively in awareness campaigns. Investigators indicate the renewed attention has already generated promising new leads. For families awaiting justice, Bobby's case embodies hope that persistence prevails and it's never too late to seek truth. 15 years is a long time to wait, but for those who love Bobby, every day brings the possibility that everything could finally change. Which case resonated with you most? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. Check out our playlist on cold case breakthroughs and subscribe for new deep dives every week. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, justice may be delayed, but it's never truly impossible.